Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a minute since I posted anything, but guys, I got sick yet again. I just got over a cold only to get another cold again. I feel like it was some sort of upper respiratory virus or something like that. I'm not really sure, but I'm still on the brink of recovering, but I'm feeling a whole lot better than I have for the past week. So I know it's been a while since I uploaded anything. And the last post on the community board that I put out there was that I was going to do a little intro video for you guys on a new Let's Play that I'll be doing. So this is 𝘬𝘬 and her father 𝘰𝘬𝘏, and they are going to be my main Sims in a new Let's Play. So this is mainly going to be my horse ranch Let's Play, so it'll probably be about a span of 10 episodes, but we're just gonna follow the life of these two. So I did mention in the community post as well that there is a little cinematic backstory for these characters, so I just want to put out there a small little trigger warning because this cinematic backstory does have themes of death or loss in a family. So if that's not something that is up your alley, then you are more welcome to utilize the timestamp in the description below to just skip right to the house tour and to take a little closer look at the Sims and their relationship panel and all of that jazz. So hopefully you guys that will be watching the cinematic backstory enjoy it. Leave a comment if you did, give me some pointers if you want to. It definitely took a while to record it, but I did have a lot of fun doing it, and I am kind of on the fence, kind of wondering if I want to continue doing things like that for, some sort of intro or other backstories for more Let's Plays in the future. So if you guys do enjoy it, then please let me know. But I will see you guys in the next screen. 𝘰𝘬 always loved listening to his grandfather's stories of when he owned his own ranch back in the day. They were filled with wonder, excitement, and the occasional exaggeration. Vegetables and fruits as big as houses, soil so rich it might as well have been from Sixum, and anything growing would live longer than any Sim. 𝘰𝘬 never really believed all of what his grandfather told him, but he still enjoyed the stories nonetheless. Every day seemed carefree whenever him and his grandfather were together. But unfortunately, those days were short-lived. As the years went by, 𝘰𝘬 settled down and found a new joy in his life. With his wife, 𝘰𝘬. That joy eventually grew as 𝘰𝘬 was expecting their first child. A beautiful baby girl named 𝘬𝘬. 𝘬𝘬 grew to be a curious child and also quite observant, but because of that, she could quickly see when things were amiss. Her mother wasn't feeling too great these days, and always seemed to spend her days in bed. When finding comfort from her father, 𝘰𝘬 would promise things are going to be just fine and for her not to worry. However, 𝘰𝘬 quickly realized that some promises are hard to keep. The years seemed to fly by as 𝘰𝘰 grew into a child, and with growth comes more responsibility. It became harder and harder to manage a living in this big house with just the two of them. One day, Eli spotted a large box and wondered if there was anything in there he could sell off to make a few simoleons. What Eli didn't expect to find was a letter addressed to him from his grandfather, which read, "Dear Eli, I have watched you grow into a wonderful young man with a spark in your eye and love in your heart. The stories you grew up with, I feel, have always inspired you to be more than you can be, and I feel it's time to make that a reality. Within this letter is the deed to my old ranch. Yes, you know the one. I know you always believed them to be funny old fairy tales, so I'm sure the look on your face right now is priceless. I'm sure you will do great things, Eli, and will continue to make me proud. Love, Grandpa Deason." And with that, Eli and 𝘰𝘰 left the old house to Eli's dad and went off to start their own story. Okay, so welcome back. So you may or may not have watched the cinematic backstory, but again, this is Eli Holt and his little daughter 𝘰𝘰 Holt. So these are the two Sims that we'll be utilizing in this Let's Play. So just like looking at the relationship panel starting off, we do have 𝘰𝘰 here, and Coulson Holt is Eli's father. And you did see, if you did see in the cinematic backstory, this is 𝘬𝘰𝘶 Holt. This is Coulson's father. So this is Eli's grandfather. And then 𝘰𝘰 Holt here is Eli's wife. So this is 𝘰𝘰's mother. She actually, when I was creating these Sims, and I had, I kind of work off Sims when they're young adults, and then I tweak them if I want to start them off as child Sims. But 𝘰𝘰 looks just like her mother, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so sweet, this is so perfect. So if you did not watch the cinematic backstory, just a quick recap for these two. So Eli here, ever since he was a child, he always went over his grandfather's house to hear a lot of the stories from back in the day of when 𝘬𝘶 owned a ranch and had his own little farm going and made his own nectar and everything like that. He would kind of exaggerate his stories, where it was kind of like you could grow pumpkins the size of a house, watermelons the size of a house, your plants will live just as long as cow plants do, and all that jazz. So Eli kind of found this pretty funny. He never really took his grandfather's stories that seriously, but he loved listening to them every single day. He would go over his grandfather's house, but unfortunately, his grandfather did pass away one day, and that left Eli and his father to kind of run the house, the upkeep of his grandfather's house in the back end. And then eventually Eli decided to fully move onto that house, and he met a young lady named 𝘰𝘰. They started a family of their own. That's where baby 𝘰𝘰 came into play. But then unfortunately another tragedy in the family happened, and 𝘰𝘰 ended up passing away as well. So she actually passed away when 𝘰𝘰 was a toddler. So it's really just been Eli and 𝘰𝘰 for a very long time. But then while Eli was cleaning up the house and trying to find things to sell, because since 𝘰𝘰's passing, keeping up with that big house that his grandfather did have, it was a lot. The bills were just piling up, and there just wasn't any way for him to really keep up with them. His dad was out doing his own thing. So Eli eventually found an old box filled with a lot of old things and came across a letter that his grandfather was going to write him and actually give to him when he became of age, because he was going to give him his old ranch. So that's where our story is taking place. I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a tour of this house that we have here. So this is a house that I got off of the gallery, and I will put the gallery ID in the description below. And I did, of course, add a little touches here and there of my own. This lot is actually just about this big here, where you see the fence line. But I placed it on a much larger lot, so then I went ahead and did some landscaping for it and added a little bit of things here and there, like this front portion here, and then the back that you'll see there soon. And I also went ahead and added some elements from a CC pack. So there are a few changes that I made to this, but a good majority of it is as it is and how you will find it on a gallery. I do believe actually it is CC free, so hopefully you guys do like this build as well, because I actually really do love it for like a starter home. So we'll go ahead and take a quick tour of this house here. So stepping here right on the porch, you go into the house here and you run into the little kitchen area, which I thought was super cute. So when you turn around here, you do have just a cute little dining table, and then we have the living room area with like a little TV here. It's nothing super fancy. This ranch has been in the family for a while. I was gonna add like cobwebs and everything like that, but to be honest, they've, Eli and his daughter have been living here for I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 weeks already, and they did clean up things here or there, just settled in. So, but of course I wanted to start them outside so then I can give you guys a proper tour of the house. And I did also take some photos of Elu and then Daesan here, and this is Daesan's urn, just to have that for memorabilia. And then this is the bedroom. These are the beds from the CC pack as well. I think what used to be in here, I think it was just one large 2-sim bed that was in here. Then I thought about adding bunk beds, and then I was like, no, I'll just make it like 2 separate beds here. And we also have some cute little toys for Haley. We have a Mr. Corn, a potato toy, Candy the robot, and a sticker rock. And these are from Ravishing's I think Filthy Fabulous CC pack. So they are actually like functional toys that she can play with, which I thought was just really cute to add in there. And then we have an old guitar here, which used to belong to Eli's grandfather, so he will be teaching himself how to play that in the long run. And then we have just like a small bathroom here, so nothing big about that. And then coming to the back here, we do have a setup for some nectar making. Wrapping around the corner here, we have this old beat up truck here with no tires. I do want them to have the ability to wash their clothes still, but I decided to make a little washing bucket and a clothesline here. And then we do have a little horse bed, because I do want to give them a horse. I'm not sure if I'll start it out with like an older horse or with a foal, but we'll see when we get down the line. We'll actually see what kind of horses are up for adoption and go from there. Then we have a grill outside. We also have a fire pit out here. A lot of nice little touches here. And then going further back in the house, we do have a chicken coop, so I am planning on giving them some chickens. And then we have some garden beds here as well. And then we have like a well over here. I think if I had Simple Living on or something like that, I could draw water from this. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to go that deep into it, but we'll see. I might change it later on. But that is pretty much the house. There is no upstairs, but obviously, like, you can make your own changes to this build if you need to. But that's about it. So in terms of Eli and Ailey here, we'll just have them go inside for now. It's like super early in the morning, but it is hot. It is actually fall. So I'm not starting this out in the summertime, so this will actually be pretty interesting to see. because even while playing the horse ranch pack for a few days, I made it to fall, so I don't really know what this world looks like in the winter time, but I am pretty interested to see. So starting out with Eli here and his traits, he is an active sim, he's a loner, he loves the outdoors, he's a horse lover, and he is a rancher. He's very bad at guitar, which is going to be pretty interesting, seeing as he did find his grandfather's old guitar, so we'll see how that plays out. He's good at snowboarding, bad at logic, good at robotics, very good at vampire lore, good at flower arranging. He does not want to have a child right now. I think he just feels as though his hands are full already, taking care with 𝘬𝘓, and I just feel like maybe he's just not super ready for, you know, a whole other relationship, because here it says he prefers non-exclusive or romantic relationships, so he kind of prefers like a friends with benefits arrangement or some some type of like simple unconventional relationship. So I just feel like he doesn't really want to commit to anyone else because he did lose the love of his life. So I just feel like he's just not ready. So we do have his milestones here where he had a baby, so that is 𝘬𝘓 here, and then widowed from the loss of his wife, and then losing a grandparent, which was 𝘬𝘓. And then for his hobbies and skills, he likes napping, running, grilling. He does like guitar, hiking, and nectar making, horse riding, fitness, and fishing. He does not like baking, and he does not like TV. So he's never really been big on, he's never really been big on electronics, truly. Like he's just been pretty much a chill, laid-back guy, but hearing all of his grandfather's stories, he kind of has always had the mindset that I want to own a ranch one day. Like, I want to get out there, enjoy the outdoors, plant some things, like the whole 9 yards. So he's kind of always had that mindset, so he's never been huge on just sitting down and watching things on TV or the phone or the tablet or anything like that. He likes blues music, strange tunes, ranch music, and backyard music. And let's see, for sim characteristics, he likes hardworking sims, family motivated sims, a pet enthusiast, a nature enthusiast, and funny sims. He dislikes egotistical sims. And for his conversation topics, he likes stories, silly behavior, potty humor, pranks, small talk, discussing hobbies, and discussing interests. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Miss 𝘬𝘓 here. She is self-assured, and a funny thing is, I believe I did also make her mom self-assured. I did. So her mother was self-assured, and she was adventurous, romantic, a bookworm, and loved the outdoors. So little 𝘬𝘓 here definitely did get her mother's trait in regards to being self-assured, and she also got her mother's adventurous side, and she's also a horse lover. So she's good at bowling, bad at social skill, very good at motor skill, and she has neutral confidence as of right now. So the only moment in her milestones is that she lost a parent. Because she did lose her great-grandfather well before she was born, she does not have him in her social or her relationship panel here. And then when it comes to her hobbies and skills, she also likes napping, hiking, horse riding, fitness, and fishing. And then for her sim characteristics, she likes family motivated sims, pet enthusiasts, high energy sims, spirited sims, nature enthusiasts, rascals, and funny sims. She dislikes egotistical, hardworking, and homebody sims. So she's very oh, someone's outside. Oh, okay, walk a wagon, I guess. So she's very straightforward when it comes to that adventurous side and being outdoors and exploring and everything like that. So she likes stories, silly behavior, jokes, pranks, discussing hobbies, discussing interests, and gossip. She does not like small talk, and she does not like compliments. So the way that I had 𝘬𝘓 in my mind was that she is very much of a tomboy. So growing up with her father only, oh, he bought food. So really only growing up with her dad by her side, you know, she's just developed this kind of like tomboy persona. So she just likes to be all around, having fun, just playing in the dirt, like all kinds of things, exploring out in the woods, like you name it. Like the girl is, she's very well-rounded. She's a very well-rounded sim, but she's also like super confident and super like, I want to say she's very spunky kid. So oh, what's going, oh, achy mouth, okay. But it looks like the welcome wagon is here to greet my Sims. But that's pretty much all that I'm going to be putting out there for this episode. I just wanted to give you guys a little intro and that backstory for these Sims and kind of what this Let's Play is going to be about. So it's mainly just going to be that father-daughter dynamic and raising just one child on his own, a single parent, a single dad, and seeing where Eli's life takes him. Like, will he get back into the dating scene, or will he kind of stick to his guns and stay to himself? Will he just go ahead and pursue, you know, that ranch life that he's kind of had in the back of his mind for a while? Will he make a name for himself that way? Will he, you know, gain more simoleons that way, have a better life for him and his daughter, something that he can actually have control over, something that is actually his? So that's kind of what I have in mind for Eli. When it comes to Ely, I think she just wants to get by. She kind of does want to make friends. She wants to explore, of course, and, you know, have her adventurous side come out there a lot, and just wants to find Sims who kind of share that same outlook. So yeah, guys, that's going to be Eli and his daughter Ely, and that's a little intro video that I have for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I hope you guys look forward to this little mini Let's Play that I have set up here. So don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you're new, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys.